You've been told to eat your vegetables, but what if 5 of them could literally save your life? Some of the most powerful heart medicine isn't in a bottle, it's growing in your garden. Today, we're unlocking the surprising power of 5 vegetables cardiologists quietly recommend after 60. Most people have no idea how effective they really are. If you're over 60, your heart is working harder than ever, and often silently under attack. In the United States alone, someone suffers a heart attack every 40 seconds. Heart disease remains the #1 cause of death, claiming more lives each year than all cancers combined. And here's the scary part. Many people have no warning signs at all until it's too late. The good news? Nature has already equipped us with some of the most potent tools to protect our arteries, regulate blood pressure, and reduce deadly inflammation. And they're sitting right on your plate. This video takes you deep into the world of 5 powerhouse vegetables that don't just taste good. They actively work inside your body to scrub away plaque, balance cholesterol, and support stronger circulation. Backed by real science and recommended by leading cardiologists, these vegetables can help lower your risk of heart attacks, improve arterial flexibility, and even boost your energy. You'll learn which green is so rich in potassium and fiber it can naturally reduce blood pressure, which antioxidant-rich veggie protects your arteries from oxidative stress like a biological shield, the unexpected fruit-vegetable combo that can raise HDL, good cholesterol, while sweeping out the bad, how one colorful veggie's vitamin C content is a secret weapon for blood vessel health, and how to cook or combine these veggies to maximize their heart healing potential. If you or someone you love is trying to stay strong, active, and healthy into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, this video could be the most important 5 minutes of your week. Because when it comes to heart health, small dietary changes can lead to massive life-saving results. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button to support more heart-healthy content like this. Don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Source for weekly science-backed tips to help you stay strong and vibrant at any age. And if you know someone over 60 who could use a little natural support for their heart, share this video. You just might help save a life. Let's begin our journey with one of the most unassuming yet powerful defenders of heart health: leafy greens. Whether it's spinach, kale, collard greens, or Swiss chard, these vibrant emerald-colored vegetables are more than just salad fillers. They're nature's pharmacy, packed with nutrients that can dramatically improve your cardiovascular health, especially after the age of 60. Picture this. You're sitting down to a meal with a bed of fresh baby spinach under a grilled piece of salmon. It might look simple, but what's happening inside your body is extraordinary. Leafy greens are rich in nitrates, natural compounds that help dilate blood vessels and improve blood flow. According to a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, dietary nitrates found in leafy greens can significantly lower systolic blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for strokes and heart attacks. In fact, just 1 cup of cooked spinach contains over 800% of your daily vitamin K needs, which plays a critical role in maintaining arterial elasticity. But the benefits don't stop at blood pressure. Leafy greens are also loaded with soluble fiber, the type that binds to LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and helps flush it out of your system. A landmark study from the American Heart Association showed that adults who consume diets rich in leafy greens and other fibrous vegetables reduce their LDL levels by up to 10% in just a few weeks. That's not a small number, especially when you consider that every 1% reduction in LDL can equate to a 1 to 2% lower risk of heart disease. Now, if you're thinking that fiber alone makes leafy greens heart-friendly, here's more. These vegetables are also brimming with antioxidants, particularly vitamin C and vitamin E, which help neutralize harmful free radicals in the bloodstream. Think of free radicals like rust on metal. They gradually wear down the integrity of your blood vessels, leading to inflammation and a higher chance of plaque buildup. But when you eat kale or collard greens, you're essentially coating your arteries with protective compounds that slow down this destructive process. One compelling case study from the British Medical Journal tracked older adults over a 10-year period and found that those who consumed at least 1 serving of leafy greens daily had a 16% lower risk of coronary heart disease compared to those who didn't. Another study in hypertension research concluded that participants who ate leafy greens regularly had better endothelial function, a key indicator of how flexible and healthy your blood vessels are. So how can you make leafy greens a more consistent part of your day? Start small and make them delicious. Add a handful of baby spinach to your morning smoothie. It blends beautifully and is nearly tasteless when paired with banana or berries. At lunch, swap iceberg lettuce for peppery arugula or crunchy romaine in your sandwich or wrap. For dinner, sauté some collard greens with garlic and olive oil for a fiber-rich side dish that complements everything from grilled chicken to lentil stew. And don't forget soups. Toss kale into chicken soup or lentil stew during the last 5 minutes of cooking. It wilts quickly, adding texture and nutrients without overpowering the flavor. Or, if you prefer raw options, a lemony kale salad massaged with olive oil and tossed with walnuts and avocado can be both a heart and palate pleaser. For those over 60, the takeaway is simple. Don't underestimate the power of something green and leafy. These vegetables may not come in a pill bottle or with a prescription label, but their effect on your heart can be just as profound. They offer a natural, affordable, and delicious way to protect your arteries, lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and enhance overall vitality. As we move forward in this video, keep in mind that heart health isn't built on a single superfood. It's the synergy of consistent, smart choices. And leafy greens are one of the easiest and most effective places to start. Now that we've uncovered the leafy green guardians of your heart, let's turn to a small but mighty green hero that's often underestimated: broccoli. Yes, those little tree-like florets on your dinner plate are more than just a side dish. They are one of the most powerful vegetables you can eat to protect your heart, especially after 60. What makes broccoli so remarkable for cardiovascular health isn't just its vitamins or fiber content. It's a unique plant compound called sulforaphane. Think of sulforaphane as a microscopic firefighter rushing through your bloodstream to extinguish the flames of oxidative stress. Oxidative stress caused by an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants is like rust on your arteries. Over time, it weakens blood vessels and accelerates the formation of dangerous plaque. In one study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, sulforaphane was shown to activate a protein called NRF2, which turns on the body's natural antioxidant defenses, essentially instructing your cells to clean themselves and protect your heart. But broccoli's benefits don't stop at fighting free radicals. It also plays a key role in reducing chronic inflammation, a silent killer that slowly damages artery walls and contributes to nearly every stage of heart disease. Chronic inflammation is like a slow-burning fire in your cardiovascular system, unseen, unfelt, but devastating over time. A review in Current Pharmaceutical Design highlighted sulforaphane's ability to reduce inflammatory markers like TNF-alpha and IL-6, which are both linked to atherosclerosis and arterial stiffness. That's huge news for older adults who often experience elevated inflammation as part of the natural aging process. Let's not forget that broccoli is also loaded with vitamin C, vitamin K, and potassium, 3 nutrients with direct benefits for heart health. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant in its own right, supporting the repair of blood vessel linings and enhancing the absorption of iron, which keeps your blood flowing strong. Vitamin K, on the other hand, helps regulate calcium in the bloodstream, preventing it from depositing in arteries, a condition called vascular calcification. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that individuals with higher intake of vitamin K had up to 34% lower risk of dying from heart disease. And potassium? It's a mineral that acts as a natural blood pressure regulator. It helps flush out excess sodium, relaxes blood vessels, and eases the strain on your heart. Still wondering if it's worth piling more broccoli on your plate? Consider this. In a 10-year observational study from Australia that tracked over 1,000 women over the age of 70, researchers found that those who consumed at least 1 serving of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli daily had healthier carotid arteries. Those are the major arteries in your neck that supply blood to the brain. In other words, their arteries were less stiff and more flexible, a key marker for lower heart disease risk. The beauty of broccoli lies not only in its nutritional profile but also in its culinary versatility. Don't like it steamed? No problem. Try it roasted with garlic and olive oil until golden and crispy. It brings out a nutty, delicious flavor that even picky eaters enjoy. Blend it into a creamy broccoli soup with a dash of turmeric for extra anti-inflammatory power, or throw some into your morning omelet with feta cheese and spinach for a heart-healthy breakfast that fuels your day. And if you are someone who finds broccoli a bit too bitter, try lightly blanching it first before roasting or stir-frying. This quick step reduces bitterness while preserving its vibrant nutrients. Want a quick hack? Add lemon juice or a touch of balsamic vinegar. The acid enhances the flavor and helps your body better absorb some of its antioxidants. Here's another secret. If you want the maximum sulforaphane benefits, consider chopping your broccoli and letting it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking. This allows enzymes to activate the sulforaphane production process, which can be partially diminished by heat. You can even sprinkle a pinch of raw mustard powder after cooking to restore these enzymes. Science meets kitchen. For older adults, broccoli is more than just a vegetable. It's an investment in your heart's future. With every forkful, you're strengthening blood vessels, reducing silent inflammation, lowering blood pressure, and empowering your body's natural defenses. It's a small change that can lead to massive rewards. Now that we've explored the mighty powers of broccoli, let's take a closer look at a fruit that's creamy, trendy, and surprisingly powerful when it comes to protecting your heart after 60. The avocado. Often praised for its silky texture and rich flavor, the avocado is much more than a brunch favorite. It's a cardiovascular champion. At first glance, avocados might seem like a high-fat indulgence, but not all fats are created equal. What makes this green gem so remarkable is its abundance of monounsaturated fats. The good fats that help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, while boosting HDL, good cholesterol. Think of LDL cholesterol as the sticky gunk that clogs your arteries over time, while HDL works like a cleanup crew carrying that gunk back to your liver for disposal. The more HDL you have, the better your body can manage LDL and maintain healthy unclogged blood vessels. In fact, one study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating just one avocado per day as part of a moderate fat diet significantly reduced LDL levels, especially the small, dense particles that are most likely to cause plaque buildup in arteries. Participants also experienced improved overall cholesterol profiles, highlighting just how potent this fruit can be for aging hearts. But cholesterol isn't the only area where avocado shines. It's also a potassium powerhouse, offering more potassium per serving than even bananas. Why does that matter? Because potassium plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure, helping to offset the effects of sodium and easing tension in blood vessel walls. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of heart attacks and strokes in older adults, so ensuring your diet includes potassium-rich foods is a key defense strategy. According to the National Institutes of Health, increasing potassium intake while lowering sodium can reduce systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 points, a difference that may translate into years of heart health. Then there's fiber, another unsung hero hiding inside the avocado's velvety flesh. Each avocado packs in about 10 grams of fiber, much of it in the form of soluble fiber, which binds to cholesterol in your digestive system and helps remove it from your body. That means less cholesterol absorbed into the bloodstream and a lower chance of plaque buildup. Plus, fiber keeps you feeling full longer, helping with weight management, a vital component of heart disease prevention, especially after 60. Avocados also have anti-inflammatory properties thanks to the presence of phytosterols, carotenoids, and polyphenols, natural compounds that reduce chronic inflammation in the cardiovascular system. Chronic inflammation has been linked to everything from atherosclerosis, narrowing of the arteries, to irregular heart rhythms. By keeping inflammation in check, avocados offer a second line of protection to your heart. Still need convincing? Consider this. A large observational study from Harvard involving over 110,000 people found that those who ate avocados twice a week had a 16% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and a 21% lower risk of coronary heart disease, compared to those who rarely or never consumed avocados. The study even suggested that replacing margarine, butter, or processed spreads with avocado significantly reduced heart disease risk. So, how can you get more avocado into your diet without it becoming repetitive? The options are endless. Spread it on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of chia seeds. Dice it into salads or grain bowls for a creamy texture. Mash it into guacamole or blend it into smoothies for a subtle, nutrient-dense upgrade. You can even use it as a substitute for mayonnaise or butter in sandwiches and baking. If you're concerned about calories, keep in mind that avocados are energy-dense, but studies show that they don't cause weight gain when eaten in moderation. In fact, people who eat avocados regularly tend to have smaller waists and lower body weight. That's because the combination of healthy fats and fiber helps control hunger and stabilize blood sugar, both essential for maintaining a healthy metabolism and a heart. One pro tip for older adults: when selecting an avocado, give it a gentle squeeze. If it yields slightly under pressure, it's perfectly ripe. Once sliced, sprinkle the flesh with a little lemon or lime juice to prevent browning and boost flavor. And don't forget, the highest concentration of nutrients is right under the skin, so use a spoon to scoop as close to the skin as possible. In summary, avocados aren't just trendy, they're transformational. From improving cholesterol levels to balancing blood pressure and reducing inflammation, this humble fruit checks nearly every box on the heart health checklist. And for anyone over 60 looking to stay strong, vibrant, and independent, adding a little avocado to your daily routine could be one of the most delicious decisions you make. If avocados are the creamy guardians of your heart, then tomatoes are its vibrant, red protectors. Often mistaken for a simple salad topping or pasta base, the humble tomato holds a powerful secret inside its juicy flesh: lycopene. This natural pigment is what gives tomatoes their brilliant red color, but more importantly, it's a potent antioxidant with unique benefits for your cardiovascular health, especially after age 60. Lycopene doesn't just sound impressive, it actively defends your arteries from damage caused by oxidized LDL cholesterol. Here's why that matters. When LDL, bad cholesterol, oxidizes, it turns sticky and inflammatory. It clings to artery walls, contributing to the formation of dangerous plaques, a condition known as atherosclerosis. These plaques narrow the arteries, restrict blood flow, and can eventually lead to heart attacks or strokes. Lycopene acts like a protective shield, neutralizing free radicals before they can trigger this chain reaction. In short, lycopene keeps your blood vessels smoother, cleaner, and far less vulnerable to damage. Research backs it up. A study published in the journal Atherosclerosis found that people with higher lycopene levels in their blood had a 55% lower risk of stroke compared to those with lower levels. And another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regular tomato consumption significantly reduced levels of oxidized LDL in participants. That's the kind of result you want when you're over 60 and looking to protect your most vital organ. But tomatoes don't stop there. They're also a natural source of potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure by counteracting the effects of sodium. In older adults, where high blood pressure becomes a greater concern, potassium-rich foods like tomatoes are essential. According to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, increasing potassium while reducing sodium can lower blood pressure and significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular events. One of the most exciting things about tomatoes is how cooking actually boosts their heart benefits. While many nutrients degrade when exposed to heat, lycopene becomes more bioavailable. That means your body can absorb it more efficiently. When tomatoes are cooked, stewed, or processed, a bowl of homemade tomato soup, a rich marinara sauce over whole grain pasta, or even roasted tomatoes drizzled with olive oil can pack a powerful cardiovascular punch. Pairing tomatoes with a healthy fat like olive oil further enhances lycopene absorption, making Mediterranean-style dishes a perfect heart health combo. Tomatoes are also incredibly versatile. Whether you enjoy them fresh in a caprese salad, roasted in a vegetable medley, or blended into a spicy salsa, it's easy to make them a daily staple. And don't forget tomato juice, a convenient source of lycopene and potassium. Just be sure to choose low-sodium options if you're watching your blood pressure. It's worth noting that tomatoes also contain vitamin C, another antioxidant that contributes to the protection of artery walls, and folate, which helps manage homocysteine levels in the blood. High homocysteine is a risk factor for heart disease, and keeping it in check is especially important as we age. Let's take a real-life example. In a 2012 Finnish study involving more than 1,000 middle-aged men, those with the highest levels of lycopene were found to have a 59% reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. What's more, participants who regularly consume tomato-based products, like sauce, soup, or juice, experienced better blood flow and lower inflammatory markers compared to those who didn't. It's a striking reminder that small, consistent choices at the dinner table can have profound effects on long-term heart health. And if you're worried about sugar content in tomatoes, don't be. Fresh tomatoes and natural tomato products are low in calories and naturally sweet due to their fructose content, but they don't spike blood sugar the way processed carbs do. Just avoid store-bought tomato sauces that are loaded with added sugars and sodium. Opt for homemade or clean label versions instead. For seniors, the take-home message is simple. Tomatoes are a low-calorie, high-impact food that belong on your plate every day. They're easy to digest, adaptable to almost any dish, and scientifically proven to support cardiovascular wellness. As we round out our list of heart-loving vegetables, we land on one of the most colorful allies in your kitchen: bell peppers. Bright, crunchy, and bursting with flavor, bell peppers aren't just eye candy on your dinner plate. These vibrant veggies, red, yellow, orange, and green, are nutritional powerhouses, each packed with heart protective benefits that often go unnoticed. First, let's talk about their superstar nutrient, vitamin C. You might associate vitamin C with fighting off the common cold, but it plays a much deeper, life-saving role, especially when it comes to cardiovascular health. Bell peppers are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C, with a single red pepper providing more than 150% of the recommended daily intake. That's more than an orange. So, what does vitamin C do for your heart? It acts as a potent antioxidant fighting off oxidative stress, the same kind that damages blood vessel walls and accelerates the process of atherosclerosis, the buildup of plaque in your arteries. In fact, studies have shown that higher levels of vitamin C in the bloodstream are associated with lower levels of inflammation and reduced risk of heart disease. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, individuals with the highest vitamin C intake had a 25% lower risk of developing coronary heart disease compared to those with the lowest intake. But vitamin C is just the beginning of bell pepper's heart-friendly profile. These vegetables are also a rich source of dietary fiber, a key player in reducing LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol responsible for clogging arteries. Fiber acts like a broom inside your digestive tract, sweeping out excess cholesterol before it can enter the bloodstream. By helping to regulate cholesterol levels, bell peppers contribute to cleaner arteries and a smoother, more efficient blood flow, critical for anyone over 60 aiming to protect their heart. What makes bell peppers even more fascinating is the way each color brings something unique to the table. Red bell peppers, for instance, contain higher concentrations of beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, and a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation and supports overall cardiovascular function. Orange peppers are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, compounds that support both eye and heart health. Yellow peppers are slightly sweeter and milder, yet still carry a hefty dose of vitamin C and polyphenols, micronutrients that help protect against oxidative damage. Even green peppers, though slightly less ripe than their red or yellow counterparts, are valuable additions. They offer a crisp texture and are lower in sugar, making them ideal for anyone managing blood sugar alongside heart health. Green bell peppers are also a good source of vitamin B6, which helps regulate homocysteine levels, a compound linked to increased risk of heart disease when elevated. Let's take a closer look at the science. In a 2017 study published in the journal Nutrients, researchers found that diets high in vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers were associated with lower arterial stiffness and reduced systolic blood pressure, two major contributors to heart attack and stroke risk. Another study from Japan's Public Health Nutrition Journal linked high consumption of carotenoid-rich vegetables, like bell peppers, to a significantly lower incidence of cardiovascular disease in adults over 60. So, how do you get the most heart health benefits from bell peppers? It's all in the preparation and consistency. Enjoy them raw in salads, sliced as a crunchy snack, roasted in the oven, or stir-fried in olive oil, for maximum flavor and absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like beta-carotene. Pairing them with a healthy fat source, like avocado or olive oil, not only enhances taste but also boosts nutrient absorption, particularly of the carotenoids and fat-soluble vitamins. The great news: bell peppers are low in calories and naturally sweet, making them a heart-healthy choice that satisfies without adding to your waistline, a critical factor in maintaining healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Plus, they're gentle on digestion and suitable for a wide range of diets, including DASH, Mediterranean, and plant-based eating plans. If you're someone who's managing high blood pressure, watching cholesterol, or just trying to maintain vitality after 60, bell peppers are a smart, simple addition to your daily routine. Their combination of antioxidants, fiber, and heart protective compounds make them a true friend to your arteries. And there you have it, 5 vibrant, nutrient-packed vegetables that may very well be the secret weapon your heart has been waiting for. From the blood pressure-lowering magic of leafy greens to the cholesterol-cleansing powers of avocados and fiber-rich bell peppers, nature has handed us powerful tools to protect what matters most: our heart. But knowing is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when you take action. Maybe it's swapping out salty snacks for fresh sliced bell peppers, or adding a handful of spinach to your morning omelet. Perhaps tonight's dinner features roasted broccoli and tomatoes drizzled with olive oil. These aren't monumental changes, but when done consistently, they add up to something incredible: a stronger, healthier you. It's important to remember that your heart health doesn't change overnight, but every bite, every meal, every choice moves you one step closer to a longer, more vibrant life. And the best part? You don't need a fancy supplement or a complicated plan, just real, whole foods, delivered by Mother Nature herself. If you're over 60, now is the perfect time to reclaim your vitality. These vegetables aren't just for fighting disease, they're for fueling energy, improving mood, and supporting independence for years to come. Pair them with daily movement, restful sleep, stress management, and regular checkups, and you'll be setting your heart up for long-term success. So, which of these heart-loving veggies will you add to your plate today? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing how our viewers are making powerful choices for their health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to Senior Health Source, and share it with someone you care about. You never know. Your share might be the reason someone takes the first step toward a stronger heart. And trust us, that's a gift worth giving. Stick around, we have even more science-backed, life-improving videos coming your way. Until next time, keep eating smart, stay active, and keep your heart happy.